I was just watching a video right now on Instagram, and it was talking about your zone of genius. It was talking about the difference between being excited about something or being passionate about something and actually doing something that is your zone of genius, right? Right, so today I'm actually talking about or thinking about passion. I'm one of those people that I think I have so many passions. I think I just love so many things, and it's still hard for me to decide. You know, when people ask you, what are you passionate about? Or like, I think this question, what is it that if I allowed you 30 minutes, you could speak on without stopping? Or like you could speak on about that topic for like 30 minutes straight without talking, without stopping. And I don't know. I really don't know. I was just watching a video right now on Instagram, and it was talking about your zone of genius. So it's talking about the difference between being excited about something or being passionate about something and actually doing something that is your zone of genius, right? So if you are passionate about something, then it doesn't necessarily mean that you're really good at that thing. I think that's what he said. Which makes me kind of start thinking that so many things that we start working on, so for example, creating content. People love creating content. It's amazing. Like, it's fun. Well, I say people, I'm talking about myself now. Let's talk about myself. I enjoy creating content. It's fun. For me, I really love it. But I've only started doing it in the last couple of years, right? Or even 1 year, seriously. I joined Instagram in 2020, but I used to do like photos and stuff. I never used to have like, I never used to have like, I don't know. I used to create quotes on I used to teach on Instagram about business. So I never, like, creating content like this was something I never did. I used to like design it, after work and then post it the following day, that kind of thing. But now I'm getting more involved. I'm getting more, I don't know, posting things that are more real, posting things that are more like what I'm doing on a daily basis, posting my journey. Because let me tell you something, I got so burned out from trying to post things that people wanted to see or that people told me was the right thing to post. I got so burned out from creating carousels upon carousels, because carousels at the time was the thing that like grew your account the more. So when I started my account on Instagram, I actually started it with a different name at Learning Mompreneur, because I started this whole thing. It's crazy. Like, I started this whole thing because I wanted to come on Instagram and share my knowledge, share advice, mothers, women who are trying to start a business and have kids, which I still think is my passion, because I feel like every time I talk about that, like, already my voice is starting to like amplify, because I think it's something I'm really passionate about. I get really, I'm not sad when I see women who, who've had children, who've planned and have a family, but due to no choice of their own, are forced to like just abandon everything else, like abandon their career or like their passions that wasn't motherhood before they even became mums. And some women just want to stay at home, which is fine, or want to focus at different seasons of motherhood. You might want to, focus on the children. But I get so sad when I see those people who really want to do something else, but they can't do it, or they feel that they can't do it anyway. So that was why I started Instagram at the time. I wanted to teach, or just just tell people that, listen, I'm doing it. You know, you can do it too. I'm a mom with 4 children and I'm running a business, not by my own power, by the grace of God, because there's no way I can do this without God's grace. And so I started this account to just like help others, right? But I got so carried away. Am I recording the right thing? I got so carried away with, I lost the why. So I started, pursuing followers and stuff, and which is kind of normal. Like, it's like when you set up your social media accounts with the and you want to help people, you naturally want people to find you and follow you, right? So I lost the why. So I started creating this carousels upon carousels. I started like doing the things they say if you want to grow your account. I got so burned out. At some point I was posting once a day, like 7 posts a week. I was going crazy. My kids were not seeing me. My husband was like, what's all this Instagram nonsense you're doing? Like, everybody, like, I felt I was losing a part of me. And like, it was really, I don't know, all because I was trying to get my words right, channel my passion the right way. So I was trying to take this thing I was passionate about and to help people, but I forgot why I was doing it. Anyway, so why did I bring that up? You have your passion, the things that excite you, but there's also the zone of genius. And he said the zone of genius is where you do things every day without even noticing that you're doing it. And I think people will naturally just go for passion. Okay, I love bike riding. I love trees. I'm sitting in front of trees here. That's why I'm just using everything woods and trees. I love trees. I love landscape. I love painting. I love creating, because it's something they physically do and they see that they do it. But apparently a zone of genius is something you're doing and you don't actually recognize that you're doing it, which is mind-blowing for me. And I wanted to just come on here and just kind of took it out of my system. Just to get out of my system, because there's some things I'm really passionate about. Like, for example, I could stay here and talk for days. I love speaking about things that I'm interested in. I don't know if that makes sense. But I've noticed every time I'm speaking, whether it's at church, at my working place, at business, whether it's in the group, in the team, whether it's like at an event, I always go over. Like, I stay there, and I hate to leave the stage, whatever stage that is, might not be a stage, but I hate to leave or to stop speaking about that thing I'm talking about. And yeah, like, to me, it's just part of it. To me, it's just like, I'm just talking. But yeah, like, is this something I'm good at? I don't know. Is it my zone of genius? I don't know. Because like, I've never been one to have like one passion. I've always been very jealous. You know, like when you know this person who's like the beauty person, like, you know, this person does beauty, like, you know, that person, or the actress that does this kind of roles, or like, I always get jealous with these people that know exactly what their path is, because mine just seems to be like in different directions. Like, I have like 20 passions, like things I love doing. And it's just something I've always asked, like, God, why don't you just give me one thing? Like, let me just know that this is my one thing. But what I'm forcing myself, or what I'm trying to learn, or what God has been teaching me, is that me, myself, am the package. I don't know, that sounds weird. Oh, goodness me. So, all the various things in my life, right, that I interested in, all the various things in my life that I love to do, these are the things that make me who I am. And so, it doesn't matter if I decide to focus on one thing. I think there's 2 things. One, understanding that I'm a multi-passionate person. I just love doing, and I think it's not only that, it's the fact that I think I'm quite good at many things. I think that's the thing. So whatever I do, I tend to do well. And whether it's because I pick things up quickly, I have no idea. But anything I'm asked to do, I notice that I do it well, which makes me so confused, because then there's nothing that really stands out, because I kind of all do them really well. And there's nothing that is like picking or shooting out and saying, here's me, you can do me really well. And so that really confuses me. And so what I'm learning is that it doesn't matter that I have all these passions or I have all these things I'm interested in, but that at every season of my life, God is using one of those things to his glory. Like God is using one of those things for that particular season of my life. And I don't know if I'm ranting here, but it's just, yeah, it's so confusing for me. And I don't know if other people are in the same shoes as me, where like I'm constantly just trying to find what I'm passionate about. Like, and it doesn't even help, because I actually did an exercise where I sent a message to all my friends and said, hi, like I'm trying to be better, I'm trying to develop myself, I'm trying to like, you know, understand who I am more. Can you tell me what I'm good at? Like I had so many responses. I was like, this is not helping. I was expecting that they would all say the same thing, and then I'll be like, yes, that's the thing, but that didn't help. They all said different things. But what I'm learning, and what I want the takeaway for this video to be, is that you can be multi-passionate, but there's something that you don't even know that you're passionate about. There's something that is your zone of genius, that you do it so well, it kind of blends into the background. You do it so well, nobody actually notices it. Oh no, sorry. You do it so well, everyone notices it. Sometimes they may not even notice it because it's so perfect, like it's just blending in, and you do it so well it doesn't feel like work to you. That is your zone of genius, and that's what needs to be amplified. So it may not be immediately obvious, and it's not to me. There's so many things in my life that I think I'm passionate about. But what is my zone of genius? I don't know. Do you?